Not responding. Okay, there we go. It is October 3rd, 2017. It is now the spooky time. The spooky time, Halloween time. Freaking spooky scared skeletons time. Then bam. That's what it is this month. This is episode 17 of the Vent podcast. I'm seriously thinking of renaming the podcast because after YouTube searching it, there's a few people that have made this title podcast, but there was only one episode that I saw that had more videos than my videos. That had more views than my videos, to say. Besides that, it could change, it could not. But if I do change it, then I won't change the titles for the thing, but I'll still keep continuing. I'll just say that there was a change. And as you guys can see now, I have my second monitor set up, so now I can record my screen without OBS. I can see my OBS, and I can see YouTube. So if you guys want, we can have a section of this podcast where I'm either reacting to videos or I'm showing news, something like that, instead of gameplay, I guess. Start off with, I want to talk about some news here, some actual news, like not me news, actual news, like Tom Petty, R.A.P. I don't think I've listened to much of his music, but still a rock legend. Don't know much about him, so yeah, he's dead. Hugh Hefner's dead. The Playboy man is dead. So that saddens me. That saddens me a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, you guys can I'm going to get videos that I can react to on my thing. So yeah. If y'all want me to react to some videos, put them down in the comments. I'll react to them. Unless I have to censor the crap out of the video I'm watching, then I'm probably not gonna watch it. Because that'll be too much work for me, and man, I'm not in the mood to do all that. So yeah, first crap, I already went through my new segment. I'm gonna test something here. For all of this episode 17, I'm not gonna mention hentai at all. So I'm gonna see how many views I get without having hentai in the title. Besides when I put hentai in the title. So that I can know for sure if hentai is giving me views and I need to just keep putting hentai in my I'm gonna have to keep the segment for hentai of the day. If it's what gets me views and gets me to that 10,000 views faster, or 1,000, I completely forgot. It's either 10,000 views or 1,000 views. That I can get my channel monetized. But One thing, I want my custom URL for my channel. But I'm like 98. Wait, I am. What's that say? 9. Oh, I am 81 subscribers away. Wait, no, not 81. 91 subscribers away from, what do you call it? From being able to get my own custom URL, because I need at least 100, which sucks. So yeah, I can't get my own custom. I can't get my own custom thing. What else? To be honest, I don't have pretty much. Weekend was fine. Actually, no, weekend was not fine. So I was like, after Friday, after I came home, I recorded an episode for the podcast. I rendered out Friday's episode of the podcast, but I completely forgot to post it. So yeah, it ended up being posted on Sunday instead, because basically my weekend days are for either making up a day that I missed, or posting whatever. Like, what I think I might do is, like, I might start a series. Like, if my theory is true and if I can plug my Xbox into this monitor and play it, which I don't think's true, and then I can record it with that instead of having to buy an Elgato, then yeah, you guys could see. Cause what games do I have? I could play what do you call it, Mafia 3, cause I've never played through it yet, so it'll be fresh. One that I wanted to make a playthrough of was Fallout 4, but yeah, I played that. I played that before before anything happened. Before I had the ability to record. Um. What else, man? It's coming off right off my head. It's like completely gone. Oh yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's going pretty well. Oh yeah, I was talking about my weekend. There you go. Until I got sidetracked about my consoles. Yeah. So Friday, I recorded the podcast. Didn't post it. Posted it on Sunday. Didn't have any time to record Monday, so I posted the actual Miku meme that I was supposed to post, because when I posted it in the first place to cover for a day that I missed, that was probably like last Monday maybe. What do you call it? I posted the unedited version of it. Like, the unedited version was just a cutout of the actual Miku video that I didn't edit yet. And I posted that and called it a meme. That's why it absolutely got 0 views. That's probably why it did. Besides that, Friday, finished all that. Went over to my friend's house around, I don't know, maybe 6. Stayed with him, played Pikmin. Like, I've never played Pikmin in my life. And what do you call it? It's pretty fun. Pikmin is actually a really fun game. Even though I don't, by today's standards, it's E, but back then, like little bits of violence. Like Power Rangers was E10. And Pikmin's still E. Like Power Rangers now, like if it's a Power Rangers game now, it's probably still it'll probably be E now. Considering that if Pikmin's E and it has like you can kill your Pikmin and you can leave your Pikmin on like off the ship while you're flying away and they get killed and you can hear their death screams. And like I'm like this isn't E10 at least. I don't even think E10's even a thing anymore. So is A. I've never heard of A in my life. Only like the only places that I've heard A for like adult I've came out of is probably like Australia or New Zealand or something because they're really tight about their games. Yeah, so I stayed at my friend's house, played Pikmin. We played Pikmin, a Transformers game that I thought was good, probably when I was younger, like for the Wii. And then when I bring it to his house thinking, oh yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. We play, it's absolute shit, man. Why did I think this was good? Like other games that I played, like my favorite PS2 games, like Crash Bandicoot, Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters. Those were freaking lit, man. And then I go to the Wii game, Transformers. It was like something Cybertron. It's trash. It's like close to like PS1 trash. Like, ugh. And then yeah, that's pretty much. We played Pikmin until like 3 a.m. And then we both went to sleep at around probably like 3:30 or something. Like I slept in his guest room. What do you call it? I wake up, go to he has a very, what do you call it? What would I say? Because if you compare my house, like the stuff that's in my house compared to my friend's house, you can see that we're from different cultures. Like his house had like a crap ton of like microwave food, pre-prepared food. If you go to my house, I have fresh vegetables, like barely like frozen foods, like fresh food that we just froze because we can't cook it in time. But yeah, we barely have any pre-prepared food in here. Like the only pre-prepared food we have in here is probably ramen, like cup noodles. That's the most prepared food that we have in our house. Besides like probably MREs, but you can't really count those. Um yeah, actually I don't know what I'm gonna put in the background. Am I just gonna leave this screen to be all like blank or whatever, or am I gonna put some gameplay? Oh, actually, I might have to figure out what I do with that. Yeah, yeah. So woke up at like 9 in the morning, had like brunch, went back to my house around 4, and then me and my family went to a party right afterwards. Stayed there till like midnight, and I had absolute zero sleep. And then Sunday was just a chill day, doing all the chores, cleaning and stuff. Pretty much all that. Pretty much. And then I had a complete headache Monday. Oh wait, actually, going back to Saturday, we watched a few movies. We watched. Was it 47 meters down? My friend told me his friend said that it was a good movie. I get triggered. Like, the plot is these two girls. One of them is like an adventure type of girl. The other one, her sister, is like what do you call it? Kind of shy. No, not kind of shy. More like, no, she just got broken up with her boyfriend, right? And the reason he broke up with her is because he was bored and she's not that fun. I'm like, you don't break up with, okay, moving on. And yeah, so they find these two Mexican dudes because they're out in like Mexico somewhere. And then so yeah, stuff happens with the girl that just got broken up with and the Mexican dude, right? So yeah, there goes that, yeah. And then they go, oh yeah, crap. Spoiler alert before anybody watches, or before I say anything, so that no one's pissed off in the comments. Besides, if there's any comments to say. So we're watching 47 meters down. They go on a one of them sketchy shark viewing trips where you go into a cage and they drop you down, and they what do you call it? You get to view the sharks for a few minutes. So like the first thing I think is like, why would you go on this? Y'all gonna die. There's sharks. Boy, someone's gonna die. For sure. So the thing is, they go down. Oh wait, actually no. The first two Mexican dudes go down. They're completely fine. Then when it comes down to the girls, one of them lied that she could scuba dive, and then the other one actually knows how to scuba dive. So they go in the cage. They chum the water. The sharks come. What do you call it? One of the girls dropped their flashlight, and then the shark hits the cage, right? And starts biting at the cage. And it seems like this sketchy ass boat wasn't sketchy enough. So the cable broke. Actually, no, the whole crane mechanism broke off the boat, and they sunk 47 meters down onto the lake bed. And what do you call it? So they're down there for like a few hours, and the one that I'm triggered at is the one that just broke up. She's like hyperventilating, yelling, like screaming her lungs out, panicking. Where before they left onto the cage, the dude's like, "Do not panic. You'll use up all your air if you panic." And the thing is, they're down there for like 3 hours or something. And the air they give them is supposed to last them 10 minutes. How do you last 3 hours with a 10-minute amount of tanks? Like, they sent down more tanks, but that was after like 2.5 hours. It's just triggering me. It's so, yeah, when he goes down, well, one of the dudes come down. I think his name was Javier or something. One of the dudes come down to try to attach another cable, which was a sketchy ass. If the cables on there weren't thin enough, this dude brings down like it's like the thickness of two braided headphone cables. How do you expect that to bring up a cage? Okay? So yeah, so yeah, that dude gets bitten up. Um, what do you call it? Goes, he dies. He has flares though, so they bring down the flares. They have the flares. They have the cable. They go up. The two girls go up. The cable breaks again, and they fall down. Well, the girl that panics a lot has her leg like stuck on the cage, and then the other girl goes out to grab the tanks because they sent out tanks because the Coast Guard is coming, so they have to stay down a little bit longer before they can be saved. And the other girl goes and gets the tanks, and then while she's coming back, shark just and just literally bites her away. She dies. The girl is in shock. She what do you call it? She's able to get the what do you call it? The oxygen tank. But since she's so inexperienced, she got something called the bends, which is like nitrogen bubbles in your brain, and that it causes hallucinations. So yeah, so she ended up hallucinating the rest of the thing. I don't want to spoil that part, cuz that's like the only interesting part of the story, that part right there. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'll end it. This is probably the longest podcast episode that we've had, or that I've had, beside that's just by myself, because I actually had a lot to talk about today. A lot of info to talk about. And yeah. So it is October 3rd, 2017. Tomorrow everybody gets some fresh data. While I still have like 2 gigabytes left that I need to burn through before they expire. Yeah. So it's October 3rd, 2017. It is Halloween time. This is Event Podcast episode 17. It's your boy here. Peace out.